Online surveys can get you answers quickly, but one of the questions about online survey open times is whether you shut a survey after 2 days or 5 days or 10 days or 14 days, will you get different results? In other words, do grumpy customers take the opportunity to tell you very quickly what's wrong, or do they need to be pushed into it gently over time? Or do your satisfied customers come back in and say, yes, yes, we think you're wonderful, we're wonderful? So in trying to determine what the answer to the optimum period for how long you should keep an online survey open, we went back and looked at some recent surveys and saw that most responses arrived, unsurprisingly, on the day or the day after the invitation was first sent to them. Response numbers dropped away after that, but every time we sent a reminder, the responses rose a little bit further. And what we found is, looking at a 2-week period, overall, two-thirds of all the responses we received were received within 4 days of the survey invitation and the first reminder being sent. The remaining responses arrived mostly on the day of additional reminders and not much in between. So we found that the additional days after the first 4 did generate more responses. We had a much bigger sample in the end, but would we have changed the results if we closed after 4 days? We thought hard about that, and we then compared the survey participants' personal characteristics, their age and gender and so on, their attitudes to the business and perceptions of the businesses, and their market perceptions overall. And we found that the answers to the questions for the group who came in within 4 days or the group that came in after 4 days basically varied by 2% or less. In other words, essentially there were no differences in results between those who came in within 4 days and those who came in within 14. So what we're saying is that you could close your survey off after 4 days and pretty much have the answers that you're going to get in terms of attitudes and intentions and so on, but you have a slightly smaller sample. Or alternatively, if you want to be inclusive, so that a broader group of customers can have an opportunity to participate, yes, you keep the survey open for longer, but it will not really essentially alter your answers one way or the other. And we look forward to helping you strengthen your online survey insights and therefore the subsequent strategies that you develop from those.